What's up, my Central Unit? Is the Central Man here, back again with another classic WWE pay-per-view review. This time I'm going to review the Elimination Chamber 2010. This is the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania 26 and the first Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Before the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, the original annual pay-per-view for February for the WWE is No Way Out. You know, we've been doing it since 1998 until 2009. It took a year break. That was in 1999 to do the St. Valentine's Day Massacre and discontinue it after 2009. Yeah, they brought it back in 2012 in June. There's reasons. So the backstory is that in late 2009, WWE did a poll on their website, allow fans to really change the name of the pay-per-view in February. They choose the Elimination Chamber because the 2008 and the 2009 No Way Out shows, you know, it was built around those chamber matches. That could be the reason. And the other reason that No Way Out, you know, in Germany they call it No Escaped, and No Escape is a World War II reference of like the gas chamber used in the Holocaust. Or at the time, like WWE started doing these gimmick theme pay-per-views. So the Elimination Chamber 2010. So this show was at the Scott Trade Center. Now it's the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri on the 21st of February 2010. The attendance for the show was 17,000 and the buy rate for Elimination Chamber 2010 is 285,000. A crease from the 2009 No Way Out show. Now that got about 272,000. That one's got 285,000. But it doesn't mean that this is going to be a new show, a good show. Yeah, it's a new show, but it's not going to be a good show. I'll get to my final thoughts at the end. The commentators for the show are Michael Cole, Jerry the King Lawler, and Matt Striker. The dark match, you had Christian defeat Ezekiel Jackson, their rematch from the final episode of ECW on Sci-Fi. The first match to kick off Elimination Chamber 2010. We got the Raw Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. We got Sheamus, the champion, defending the belt against John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H, Ted DiBiase Jr., and Kofi Kingston. A decent opener. It's basically this match was building matches for WrestleMania 26. You had Cody Rhodes came down, grabbed. I think it's like you had a little bit bolts of the match. You had Orton and DiBiase beating down the other competitors in the chamber match. Yeah, you had I think it was DiBiase kind of grabbed the pipe. Cena was going to hit Orton with the attitude adjustment. DiBiase accidentally hit Orton instead. He hit Cena in the gut with the pipe, but instead of helping Randy Orton, he eliminated Randy Orton. By the way, the fans were booing John Cena out of the building. But when DiBiase eliminated Randy Orton, the fans did not really boo Orton because this was basically in St. Louis. Orton was basically the hometown boy. It was a shocking moment. I thought this, like, DiBiase will turn babyface. This was the end of Legacy. Unfortunately, it was too predictable. I think he should have turned babyface. Yeah, he turned babyface in 2011, be part of the whole DiBiase posse gimmick, but unfortunately that never caught fire. This was really planting the seeds of the triple threat match at WrestleMania 26 for Legacy. You know, Orton got eliminated, DiBiase got eliminated by Kofi Kingston. Yeah, this was truly setting up the on Raw. You had Orton turn on Rhodes and DiBiase, officially the end of Legacy, and yeah, it set up the Legacy triple threat match for WrestleMania 26. Anyway, the eliminations were so rushed. I feel like 1 or 2 minutes, there's another person got eliminated. No, let's not give the time for the match to breathe. All 6 competitors was in the chamber, but it's not like a typical chamber match. One got eliminated, other people got get into the match. One got, you know what I'm saying. You know, everyone's out of the pod. I feel like the next 3 was so rushed. So, yeah. Randy Orton's elimination was 23 minutes. DiBiase got eliminated by Kofi 2 minutes later. And then Kofi got eliminated by Sheamus. Hit him with the I think it was a bro kick. and later on become the Bro Kick and the High Cross to eliminate Kofi a minute later, and then you got Triple H eliminate Sheamus. That set up their match for WrestleMania 26 because Sheamus blamed Triple H for ending his WrestleMania dream. And then 2 minutes later, the final two is John Cena and Triple H in this chamber match. Cena eliminated Triple H by the STF. Triple H tapped out. Cena won the title. Too predictable. And yeah, they took the belt away from Sheamus. I think it makes sense because Sheamus' previous month match against Randy Orton at the Rumble was disappointed. I forgot to say they entered that Rumble match for the title as heels because Orton was a heel, Sheamus was a heel. Because at the time Orton was more popular than Sheamus because I think at the time Sheamus was too new. I think they really pushed Sheamus too soon, in my opinion. He's kind of new. I think Sheamus' title run in the WWE, the WWE title runs in both in 2010 and that one in 2015 were disappointing. So John Cena, won the belt. And then you got Vince McMahon came out, says, "Congrats, Mr. Cena, you're going to face your mysterious opponent. Head into WrestleMania, you're going to face your defending the title against a mysterious opponent right now." And that mysterious opponent was Batista. That's the reason why you see this picture of Batista on your screen. The actual poster for Elimination Chamber 2010. I think Cena smacked Batista. Batista turned really spear Cena, hit him with the Batista bomb to win this match, and this is Batista's second WWE title victory because his first one was at Extreme Rules 2009. I covered it on this channel, and yet vacated the next night on Raw when Legacy broke Batista's arm. And this is setting up the Batista John Cena match for WrestleMania 26 for the WWE title. 5 years since Batista and Cena won their first title at WrestleMania 21. 5 years later at WrestleMania 26. And this is for they face each other for the title. And this was just a quick match. Anyway, next match we got Drew McIntyre versus Kane for the IC title. Not a good match. It was alright, but at the same time, I think fans did not care. There's many reasons. Like one, fans were calmed down since the after the opener. Number two, there was no build. I think it's the first pay-per-view appearance for McIntyre with the Broken Dream theme music. I like that theme music. I don't like his theme music from before and the theme music of right now. In the end, McIntyre hit the Vicky poked Kane in the eye, hit him with a future shot DDT to win this match and retain the IC title. Yeah, Kane at the time was not doing anything at the time. I think it was just no build. I feel like this was added to the last minute. Anyway, so the next match we got originally it was supposed to be Gail Kim versus Maurice for the Divas title. Unfortunately, you got Vicky Guerrero changing the match. So it's basically this is an inter-brand tag team match. You got Lay Cool, Michelle McCool, and Layla of SmackDown versus Gail Kim and Maurice on Raw. Not a good match. You basically had Lay Cool dominate Gail Kim. Gail Kim was about to tag Maurice. Maurice bailed. Michelle McCool hit the Faith Breaker onto Gail Kim to score the victory. Afterwards, Maurice hit the DDT onto Gail Kim, and that was it. Gail Kim's 2 runs in WWE were disappointing. I think they had the match for the Divas title months later. Maurice won that match, become the Divas title, and Gail Kim never won the title. Or any title in WWE. So I feel sorry, like in TNA, she was the first Knockouts champion and kind of broke the barrier with female wrestlers with Far East backgrounds. Without Gail Kim winning the Knockouts title in TNA in 07, I don't think Asuka, Kairi, or even Riho from AEW will become women's champion. Not if Gail Kim won the Knockouts title at Bound for Glory in 07. So, anyway, another story for another time. The women's title match, not women's title match, the Divas tag team match was basically just really a toilet break match. The one segment, it was a filler segment. You basically have William Regal came out, basically promoting NXT, the first season of NXT. Why could they just done this on Raw and SmackDown, not on your pay-per-view that at the time people are spending a lot of money? Yeah, Edge came out, insult Regal, and you had Edge speared William Regal, and said he's gonna announce who's gonna win, who's gonna face the champion at WrestleMania, because at the time Edge won the 2010 Royal Rumble match, and you have to wait until Monday Night Raw. Anyway, so yeah, it was just too filler. It was a filler segment to promote NXT Season 1. Okay, and then we got the United States title match between The Miz versus MVP. This is their rematch from the Royal Rumble. Miz won the first match, and then it led to a fight between Miz and MVP. During, they both got eliminate each other at the Rumble match of the previous month. And I think that the Go Home show, you had MVP beat Miz in a tag team match to have another shot of the United States title. And at the time, Miz and Big Show are the tag team champions, sorry. The reason why Miz and Big Show are the tag team champions, because weeks before the show, The Miz and Big Show won the tag team titles from DX. Yeah, they took the belt away from DX. It's just basically progressing the storyline between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. That could be the reason. Yeah. Show Miz. I like Jericho. I think The Miz is just basically a substitute for Chris Jericho. I like Jericho more than Show Miz. Like, Show Miz? What the hell? Anyway, Miz versus MVP. This was a good match. This is the best non-chamber match in the show. Miz was bleeding. He wasn't bleeding crazily. He was a bit bleeding on the head. In the end, you had Mark Henry he was going after the Big Show. He was charging towards the Big Show. Big Show got out of the way. Mark Henry kind of like crashed into the timekeeper area. Big Show knocked MVP out while the referee didn't see. Miz got the victory and retained the United States title. And in my opinion, they should have done Miz and Big Show, Show Miz versus MVP and Mark Henry for the unified tag team titles at WrestleMania 26. Instead, Show Miz versus R-Truth and John Morrison. It makes sense to have Miz and Big Show versus Mark Henry MVP. But instead, change plans. Anyway, move on to the main event. We got the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got The Undertaker defending the belt against Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, R-Truth, and John Morrison. You got Mysterio and Jericho and CM Punk. They are basically full world champions. And you got the non-world champions, that is R-Truth and Morrison. ECW champion, that doesn't really count. Anyway, the first person got eliminated was R-Truth. That was after 3 minutes. And after that, and the Punk was cutting a promo. He was kind of like disking everyone in the pods. Typical CM Punk. Punk got eliminated by Mysterio. That is setting up their match at WrestleMania 26. Mysterio hit like a splash onto Punk, to eliminate CM Punk. So damn shame, but wasn't Punk's time. And then I feel like this is way better than the Raw Elimination Chamber match. The SmackDown Elimination Chamber match was bad because they got a chance to breathe, not in these quick eliminations. So it's only lasted about 7 to 8 minutes. So yeah, Morrison eliminated Mysterio, like hitting with the Starship Pain. Undertaker eliminated Morrison after like 28 minutes. After Morrison eliminated Mysterio, like Taker chokeslam Morrison onto those steel grits on outside the ring, brought him back to the ring, pinned him. The final two are Undertaker and Chris Jericho. It was back and forth. Taker hit Jericho with the last ride, and I thought Undertaker would probably retain the title, but instead Shawn Michaels, he came out of nowhere. He basically removed one of the pod's grits, came to the ring, hit Undertaker with a switching music. Jericho pinned Taker to win this match and become the world champion for the 6th time. This is basically his final world title win in WWE until a decade later in AEW, become the AEW first world champion. And once again, and this is setting up the 2 matches, Jericho versus Edge for the world title, and Taker versus Shawn Michaels, streak versus career at WrestleMania 26. So, and this was Undertaker's last time he really dropped the belt. He never won the world title ever since. and they give him really a good run for the belt. You know, because his last 2 title runs disappointing because he won the belt from Batista at WrestleMania 23, only dropped it on a SmackDown the following month in a steel cage match after he got attacked by Mark Henry, after Edge cashed the briefcase onto Taker to win the title, and then he won it the second time, won it against Edge at WrestleMania 24. Unfortunately, they stripped the belt away from Taker a month later because he was using the Hell's Gate. That was an illegal submission hold. And he won the title for the 3rd time against CM Punk at the first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view to give him a good run for the belt. I think it's served its purpose. So, yeah. So my final grade or final rating for Elimination Chamber 2010, I give it a 6 out of 10. It was an alright show. It wasn't bad. Wasn't like amazing. I need to watch this again. No, it's just an okay match, an okay pay-per-view. I think the match of the night has to be the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match, the second best match of the night. Actually, I'm gonna give it to Miz versus MVP for the United States title, and the third best match of the night has to be the Raw Elimination Chamber match from the opener. Besides that, there were like the crappy segment between Regal promoting NXT Season 1. You know, it's just filler, and you got McIntyre Kane for the IC title, was just meh. And the Divas tag team match between Lay Cole versus Gail Kim and Maurice, just a toilet break match. So yeah, that's Elimination Chamber 2010. Hope you like it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button and subscribe to the Central Mind Network on YouTube. Next up, I know WrestleMania is gone. I did SummerSlam. Really, that was really last week. So you know. This past March was really the 15th anniversary of that WrestleMania. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about WrestleMania 21. This is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later.